All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to declutter this first storage room. I decided to tackle this one first because this will be the easiest of all of them. By the way, my name is Tim and I am newly retired, and this is my channel. I failed to mention my name before because I only had friends and family following this channel up until a week ago. And people are like, I wish you would say your name. So there you go. My name is Tim. And we're going to get started. All right, so just quickly, a quick 360 of the room. I've got a dehumidifier here, for instance, that no longer works. It needs to go to the dump. I have some suitcases and some furniture pieces here that I need to look at to see what I need to do with those. The only thing that I'm not going to deal with today are these two shelves right here. They just came out of my photography studio. I'm working through my photography equipment right now, and so I'm just going to leave that there until I get ready to finish that process. And then over here, I have a table. It's actually not a table, it's a workbench. And I'll show you what this was designed to do once I get it cleaned off. But I have things here that need to go to Goodwill. I have things here that need to go to the dump. And I have a few things, few pieces of tools that I have another spot that they need to actually be moved to get ready to clean that room as well. And then if we come around here to this corner, I have these metal racks here. These used to be on the wall and there was nothing on them. It was a humongous task to get them here. And I took all of that down because originally I was going to use this room as my photography studio because the one I'm using now was still a bedroom. It never came to that. I've got some shutters here and some other things, a picture down here that I don't have on the wall anymore. I've got a weight set that I need to decide if I'm ever going to use or not. I would like to think that I am, but they can't stay in here. And then I've got a kickboxing bag here that is definitely going away. The bottom of it is filled with water, and that water's been in there 10 years or more. And I don't know if I can get rid of the water or not. It may just wind up going to the dump, but that's where I'm starting. I'm going to start by doing a few things. I'm going to move the things that are going to be thrown away. I'm going to put them outside on my back patio to get them ready to put in the car. The things that I think need to go to Goodwill, I'm going to move them out to my dining room table just to sort through them. And then the things that need to go into my tool room, I will go ahead and just sit in there for now and worry about decluttering that room as the rotation happens. That's it. Let's get started. All right, so just I got everything out of here that actually needs to be moved out of here, and all that's left is to kind of sweep up and clean this area up. This was the work table that was here when I first moved in, and it was all connected. I unconnected it, disconnected it, and hooked it onto a hinge so that I could hold it up against the wall and then just move this out of the way when I needed more room to do photography. And I'm going to leave this up, set this up against the wall for now, because if I put it down, it's likely to start collecting crap again. And we'll see what I need to put back in here in just a minute. In the meantime, let's go outside. I'll clean this mess up. Let's go out and look at what I need to sort through now. These are the things that I have set aside to look through for the possibility of Goodwill. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the weight set. It's sitting over here. One of my kids may want that for the grandkids, so I'll see about that. I do know that I'm probably only going to keep a couple of weights just to do some basic minimal stuff around the house. So here's what I've been storing. I bought this picture a long time ago. so that when I decorated at Christmas, this could go over the mantelpiece. I used it once, so it is definitely going to Goodwill. This is a picture that a friend of mine gave me a long time ago. So it's just a print of one of Rembrandt's paintings on the prodigal son. And I used to use it, and I don't use it anymore. I'm going to clean this up and take this to Goodwill. I don't think she'll mind since she stopped being my friend a number of years ago. And then I've got a box here, I think that's just trash. So we'll put that over here for now. I have an old keyboard from a former computer. That's going to Goodwill. This is trash. This is trash. Trash. And so I have a trash can that's going to Goodwill. I don't remember where this piece of pottery came from. I think I bought it as a prop for photography. I used it a couple of times, and then it never got used again. I've got a paint roller that I don't need, so that's going to Goodwill. This is a medicine ball that goes with this weight set, so I'll put this over here. I have the extra mats for my Volkswagen Tiguan that I will never use because I'm using the rubber mats. So they're going to go away to Goodwill in case somebody, needs them for their vehicle. I've got some stretch ropes here to exercise with that I thought I would use when I traveled. No. So they're going to go to Goodwill. And again, they're all dusty. I've got to clean them up. This picture wasn't part of the deal. It was already on the table. I have a rubber mat that I have used underneath my treadmill. Did I mention I had a treadmill? And it's going to go in there to the treadmill. I'll be right back. You walk around here to this side and bring this around. I got a couple of boxes of things here that my mom and I have talked about for a number of years. And she's finally given me permission to do something with them. So they're going to go to Goodwill as well. Her husband and his first wife, they collected these Chinese dolls. And they're really cute. They don't go with anything we have. We did try to sell them at one point. My youngest daughter took them around to places to see if they wanted them. They're not worth anything financially, a couple of bucks maybe. This is going to Goodwill. And I'll have to take those out probably and clean them up a little bit. And then I have this bucket of flowers and tin cups and whatever. These were all purchased when my youngest daughter got married. They were, I think it was her wedding. They were part of the decorations. My wife at the time did this kind of thing for friends, and so she hung on to a lot of this stuff. And then when we separated, I inherited this box. I don't need it anymore. I'll separate out some of that stuff, clean it up a little bit, and that will go to Goodwill. So I have a second box of these Chinese dolls, and they're going to go to Goodwill. This used to hang on the wall before I remodeled my apartment, and it's just a really long thing to hold candles and stuff or little knickknacks. And it sat over in a corner. I really enjoyed it, but then when I remodeled my apartment to a totally different look, this became of no value to me, so it's going to get cleaned up and moved out. I have a caddy that was left by my mom's husband, and it's filled with nails and screws. I have never used anything out of here in the whole time that I've had it, and I have my own that I've collected over the years, so I'm probably just going to put this in the trash, but I might clean it up and drop it off to Goodwill. Somebody might be able to get some benefit out of all the pieces. This is a case for a microscope. That microscope is a prop in my studio, so I'm going to keep this just in case I ever decide to get rid of any of it. I will have it all. So none of this is going back in that room. I have the tools put into the other place back there. I might put the weights back in the room until we decide what we're going to do with them. And then let me take you outside to show you what I have left out there. So I've brought this little kickboxing thing outside. I'm going to tip it up and empty the water out of it. It's probably going to go to the trash. I don't know that I can clean the inside of it enough to justify going to Goodwill. I have the dehumidifier, some old shingles that we don't need anymore, a shutter that was replaced and we'll never use it again. some flooring that goes with the floor in my apartment, but it was left over. We don't need it anymore. I may drop that full box off at Goodwill. I have a partial box of that here as well. That's going to go to the trash. I've got some empty boxes. I've got an old, really old PC that is of absolutely no use to anyone anymore. And some pieces of sandpaper. Almost all of it is going to go to the trash. And then I'm going to clean up the room in here, and when we get done and I get everything put away, I will show you what it looks like now. Ooh, okay. All of that took just a little over an hour to get all of that out, cleaned up. Now I haven't hauled anything off yet, so that's going to take a little extra time. But this is what I have in the room now, and hopefully it will stay fairly neat. Let me grab the camera and show you around again. There's nothing along this wall anymore as you come in. I did pull a piece of carpet out of the other room to put down. I may not leave it there, but I'm trying it out. I have the workbench pulled up against the wall. I have another small piece of carpet here and this piece of floor, basically so it's easier to come back here if I don't have any shoes on. And I've gone ahead and put my furniture in here. I still have the 2 shelves, and I have this other cabinet in here. I might have to adjust them a little bit, but I have to get something to cover them at this point. And that's it. Everything else is either assigned to the Goodwill or to the dumpster. And right now my car has been hijacked by the Volkswagen dealership while they're looking to fix a leak. And so I don't have any transportation to take them, so it'll have to wait a day or two and just clutter up my house in the process. I hope you enjoyed sort of the process of what I go through. We will take a look at the other back closet soon, and I hope to see you back again here in the next video. Thanks for watching.